Welcome back to How to Barbecue Right. Today I'm going to show you how I cook salmon out on the grill. We're going to be cooking it on some wood planks. Going to use some of my barbecue rub to make it taste really great, give it a beautiful color. Then at the very end, I'm going to make a honey balsamic glaze that's going to go over the top of that salmon, and it's going to taste dynamite. So the salmon that I'm cooking today is cut into about 4 to 5 ounce pizzas, and this is perfect for the grill, especially if you're going to do them on the plank like we are. I will say this about salmon, man, stay away from the froze stuff. You want to get as fresh a salmon as possible, because believe me, I've had some bad salmon. You know, I went and saw my buddy Brad at the butcher shop here in town. He always has fresh fish, and he got this salmon in this morning, so I know it's going to be excellent. So the seasoning that we're using on this fish today is just my barbecue rub. I mean, I know it's great on pork, but it also tastes great on fish. It's got some really good flavors to it. It's got enough brown sugar in there. It's going to caramelize a little bit, and it has a hint of citrus, which is excellent with fish. And you just want to get it on all sides of the flesh. So I'm just going to start on the top. We're not putting anything else on it, just straight rub. And I'm going to turn it and get the edges as well. And this salmon is skin on, so you don't have to worry about seasoning the skin side. It's going to stay down on the plank the entire time. All right, now I just want the rub to hang out on the fish for about 30 minutes so the salts and the sugars can have time to pull some moisture up to the top of that fish, so it'll create a nice crust on it as it cooks. It's perfect time to go outside, get your grill fired up. I'm going to be cooking on the egg today. We're going to cook direct heat. Also get those wood planks in some water, because they need about a half hour to soak so they don't burn up on the grill. I'm going to get that going, and we'll show you how we're going to make that honey balsamic glaze right after we get the fish on the grill. All right, so that salmon hung out for about 30 minutes while the wood plank soaked and the green egg came up to temp, and you can kind of see, I hope you can see it on video, it's pulled a lot of moisture out to the surface. It's melted the rub, and that's exactly what I want to see. It's going to make a real pretty color on the outside. Now you just need to get it on the grate. We're just going to place it kind of right in the center. The board's going to protect it. You don't have to have any wood on it. I'm going to get the flavor from this cedar plank. I just want good hot coals. We've got some lump going, running about 300 degrees. We're okay. We just want to get the lid closed and let it cook. But what I'm looking for in salmon is not so much the internal temperature as I am when the fish is starting to flake. I don't want to overcook it. I want it to, kind of be a little medium. That's where I like it. And it's going to take about a 30 total minute cook time, but we're going to get the glaze on that last 10 minutes. So let's go inside and make the glaze real quick. To make the honey balsamic glaze, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a small saucepan. We're going to add some brown sugar and some honey. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, but you want about a 1/4 cup brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of honey. Then we're going to add some soy sauce, some balsamic vinegar, a little garlic, and just a touch of red pepper. I'd say about a teaspoon maybe. Give it some heat. Now I want to get this pan over medium-high heat and reduce it for about 5 minutes, just so we can thicken it up some, really make a glaze. And we're going to brush it on that salmon right at the very end. All right, it's been about 20 minutes on the salmon. I peeked at it about halfway through, and it's right where I want it. I mean, it's looking, you can see, if you see it's starting to flake a little. It's still got a little bit more time, but it's the perfect time to go ahead and get that glaze we made on it. So what I do is just brush a little of it over the top. Let it run down the side some. All right, I'm not just going real heavy with the glaze. I'm just kind of moistening it up. So now we got the glaze on, I just want to set it for about 10 minutes and the salmon's going to be perfect. So let's close the lid, give it a few more minutes. We're going to be done. Best part, we can take it inside and show you what it tastes like. All right, it's been about 10 minutes for that glaze to set. And I wish that you could smell this, because it is amazing. But those flavors in the rub and in the balsamic and the honey glaze that we reduced down, it just smells awesome the way it's caramelized here. I want to get them off and take them inside. I can't wait to taste the salmon today. Look at that. Okay, well, I brought the salmon in, just let it hang out on the cutting board for a few minutes. It doesn't need too long to rest. Fish is really good when it's really hot. But the only thing we'd really do to this, I mean, it's great served with a salad, or you can serve it with rice or grilled vegetables. But I like to squeeze a little bit of lime over it, a little bit of fresh lime juice. And then maybe top it with just a little bit of green onion just for some color. But you don't need to do a whole lot to it, because it's ready to roll. I can't wait to try it. So I'm gonna get in a bite of this salmon, see what it looks like off in the middle of it. Oh man. Just before I pick that bite up, I just want you to see how that meat flaked right there. It's moist. I know it's delicious. Let's find out. Oh, that's perfection. Wow. You get a little bit of sweetness from that glaze. And then the rub gives it like a nice balanced out, gives some spice to it. But then the fish just melts in your mouth. And when you get fresh salmon like that, you just know it's gonna be delicious. So I'm gonna go in, oh man, I want you to see what it looks like in the middle, how it's just kind of flaking out. That looks awesome. Done through and through, that's right where I want it. Let's talk about what we did. I mean, it's very simple. I just went and picked up some fresh salmon fillets. They weighed about 4 or 5 ounces each, skin on. Brought them home and got some of my barbecue rub all on the outside of them. Soaked that cedar plank and brought that egg up to about 300 degrees, and then got those fish on there after about 30 minutes of sitting in that rub. They cooked for 20 minutes, and we put that honey balsamic reduction all on the outside of it to where it would glaze, add that sweet tone that I wanted, a little bit of acidity. We brought them in, and man, they are ready to serve. It is easy, and I'll tell you, if you've never had salmon done on the grill, you will absolutely love this dish. You have to try it. Hey, thanks for checking out the video today. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel. We're gonna be putting out a bunch more of these all year long. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. We'll see you next time.